is very nice indeed.
I have clients tomorrow, but Friday, everyone canceled except for one person who is willing to move to Saturday because I have this week. Everyone changes their schedule, right? So that'll be nice to go look at that. Fish here. Anyhow, so let's start. Spine on the roller, head to tail, and arms extend, open up your chest, and massage your back as you roll from side to side. And feel your body drape down around the curve of the roller. As you slide from one side to the other, one side drops, and the other side gets a deep massage. And then it's reversed as you go in the other direction. The weight shifting in your feet. Keep them grounded and heavy, feeling the toes are spreading into the sand. And you can reach long in the fingertips as you reach away with your body from that hand. And then once we come back to center, we can pause. If you want to use the ball, hug it in between your legs. And now we lift the arms in a big hug, embrace the air above you. And then exhale, pull the arms open slowly out and down. They sink to the ground and land at the same time. So we're lifting here on the inhale and then descending on the exhale. Hi there. Coming up here with the arms, embrace the air above you. And then exhale and feel like the air from inside your lungs is pushing the arms apart. And we rise again, gather it in to breathe deeply, the lungs fill, and then empty them as you breathe out nice and slow. Arms release down, and do that again, coming up on the inhale, and releasing on the exhale. Next time we lift, you can curve the arms, but then straighten them and point the fingers to the sky, and then just exhale and let the blades melt down. They sink, they relax into the ground. So we shrug the shoulders up on the inhale, lift the fingers up, see how high you can go, and then exhale, melt the blades down, then hug the roller, and let's lift again. So shoulder blade protraction as the arms rise, and retraction as they sink. Lifting up, point the fingers in almost like pierce the ceiling with your hands, and exhale, coming back down. And you all are quite experienced, but I know you can feel when you lift the shoulders off the roller, you're less stable with your body. You might have to really spread your feet a little bit and picture your feet sinking deep into the ground. And we'll do that once more. Arms rise as you inhale. And then the blades melt down, they sink as you exhale. So here we turn the palms forward and exhale, lengthen the arms down at your side, reach long through your fingertips. On the inhale, you lift the arms to 90 degrees, and on the exhale, you stretch the arms behind you, opening the chest and stretching your lats. And then we reverse the direction, arms lift and the blades get heavy, and exhale all the way down, stretching long. Your arms lift in unison. Your images left to right, right to left. As you reach back, try to hold the ribs grounded here. The waist still floats off the roller. And then we bring the arms forward and exhale and slide the arms down at your side, holding a soft focal point with your gaze. Reaching up and then exhale. This is a nice stretch for your waist, front, back, and side. And then reverse the direction. Feel the air as you push your hands through it. And then imagine pressing the air down into the ground. We'll lift one more time. Beyond your body, open to the ceiling. Stretch here, and then exhale, reverse the direction, and the arms lower, nice and slow. Next, take your hands to your shoulders, and we circle the elbows in and then up. Exhale, out, around, and down. And do that again, lifting, and then exhale and circling. Try to massage out that space here between your shoulder blades, and particularly see if you can feel if there's any points that are a little tight, a little tense. Shrug the shoulders and then release them down and really mobilize here the shoulders and the upper back to help find more release and ease in your neck. Let's reverse when you're finished and take it down and then glide in and up and then forward and down. Just breathe easy with it. One full breath for every circle. A short, deep inhale, and then a longer, slower exhale. Calming down your nervous system. Just breathing fully and completely with every movement. Match it to one breath. And you can still spread the elbows wide and low to open your chest. And really feel that massage between your blades. Next, we'll extend the arms forward, lengthen the fingers towards the end of your mat. And we lift the arms up and all the way back on the inhale, arms by your ears, and then circle wide around and forward. And at the end of the movement, rotate the upper arm, the palms are down. You reach the arms up and back. You just woke up in the morning, it's a big yawn, and then you stretch out. See how far you can reach out into those angel wings at your side, and then the palms are down. Just up and then press back. And circle forward and around. Let's do one more like this. Palms down and reach up, press back. Hold the ribs grounded. Feel the stretch in your armpits. That's your pec at the front, your lat at the back. Come all the way forward. And now we're going to reverse. So palms up and the arms reach out to the side, go long. Lift the hands up off the ground as you go past the height of your shoulders. And then exhale. Hold the belly deep as you press the arms forward. They float to touch the mat. And palms up to circle. Lifting the arms gradually. And exhale, stretch behind you. And then exhale, pull the belly deep. The arms slide forward. Framing your body. And then palms up to reach out, around, and back behind you. And then exhale, like you're quieting the room. Feel the exhale complete. And one more time. Fill the lungs to capacity. And exhale, pull the belly down. That knitting together of the transverse abdominis helps empty the lungs. And then diamond arms, thumbs together, index fingers together, elbows wide. That's your diamond shape, and you sweep the diamond over your face. Look through it, and then exhale, bring your hands forward and down. Float the hands over your belly. Going up and back, reach back behind you. And exhale forward here. So that's good. Arms reach back, stretch. Exhale forward now. And we reach back again. Feel the blades slide towards your waist. And then they come up a little bit and they sink towards the ground. Do that one more time. Gentle press hand to hand. Feel the inner line of your arms work. And exhale forward. And we're coming off to the side. And pull this across under your shoulders. I'm actually getting rid of my jacket. It's so cold when I got here. The magic of engaging your core. Your Pilates calls it the internal furnace. So once you start working, I'll bring the feet up really fast. Okay. So you can go ahead and lay back, support yourself right at the base of the shoulder blades, like on my watch, and then you can support your head. And on the inhale, arc back, knees are bent, feet are grounded. Arch back and look behind you, the elbows widen and drop. Hips can stay down here, and then exhale, come forward and up, tip your chin to your chest, look down your midline into your abs, and the tail lifts as you suction the waist back into the curve of your spine. So it's an inhale, arc back now. And then exhale, use your hands to lift the head, nod your chin to your chest, look down your nose into the belly, you curl the tail up, the elbows now in towards the navel, and you stretch the low back. And then we'll sink the tail, lay back here. Be sure you have a good support for the base of your skull. I have my thumbs right under the occipital ridge. And stretch the abdominal line, open the chest, and then we're reversing to pull the elbows together and you shorten the abs to lengthen your back. We're going to feel the tail up. So you're really getting that stretch in the low back too. And arcing back again. It is heavy in your hands. And exhale forward. And you always can adjust the position of your roller to give you the stretch in the correct place. Let's go for one more. Give the tail dropping into the ground, just like the head is dropping towards the floor. And then pull both the head and the tail up and towards each other, look into your belly. Now here, we'll take the feet solidly into the floor, lift your hips up, and we push and pull. So we're gonna go with the hips high to the top of your shoulders, up onto your neck. And then as you lift your head, push off your feet and curl up into an upper curl, go to the base of the ribs. So you're going back and forth. As the head lowers, the hips lift, use your glutes. And then as the head comes up, you lower your waist. The tail can still curl up a little bit. And we go back and forth a couple more times. Just get a nice massage here along your thoracic spine. That's the part where the ribs are. Don't roll on your neck and don't roll below the rib cage onto your kidneys. And again. So if you get confused with this, you could always just go in a plank back and forth, but doing the flexion extension increases the depth of the tissue massage. One more time, for the knees, neck hangs down, hips go up. You boost up until the hamstrings roll too, and then push off your feet and roll into an upper curl, and then lower the hips down. You're going to rotate first to one side, going left, your right, and then to the other side, picking up one shoulder blade off of the roller to put more weight into the other side, like a lateral edge of that blade. And try to keep your opposite hip down. So as you twist to your right, push the left hip into the floor. And then we go to the other side. And again, it's the opposite side becomes a little hip that sinks into the ground. We can come back to center here. And then let's, again, lift your hips up, twist to one side, and go up and down along the edge of your shoulder blade on that side here. Biggest twist possible. We're going to get into the lat here. So it's below the armpit and above the bra line there. So the edge of your blade. And then we can roll back a little bit so you're just about 2 inches to the side of your spine to find the medial edge. And here it's really helpful to pull the hips high and drop the head down as you're on that medial edge of your right shoulder blade, my left. And you rock back and forth just across that part where the levator scap comes in and attaches to the top of the blade. Then we're going to twist to the other side. Go back and forth here. Push and pull. And then after doing the deep twist, do a lesser twist and try to find the inner edge of your blade, lift your hips high and go up and down that medial edge of your scapula. Just what we need, but we're prepping for a holiday. Whether you're hosting or visiting, there's a lot to do. All right, and then let's come up to sitting. We'll take the roller underneath your legs, take them underneath your legs. So come a bit more forward, because we know that pushing and pulling with the legs takes us back off the edge of our mat. Lift your hips up, stand in your feet, and the roller comes across the sacrum here. Hold onto the roller, elbows wide with the shoulders released, and then pull both knees into your chest. Knee sways here, go to one side, look away. And then exhale, let's pick up your hip bone to take the legs to the other side and look away from the action and movement of your legs. So you can press into the roller as you swing the legs from one side to the other. Your choices are here, either moving from the knees to let them wag the tail and move the pelvic half. Or you can also think of it using your obliques to pick the hip bone up, and that movement of the pelvis will carry the legs across to the other side. Just turn your head and look away from your knees. And you may want to adjust the position of the roller underneath you to find a spot that's really helpful to get that deep tissue massage. And then let's go, whichever side you're on, let's stop there when the knees are all the way over and do little circles with the knees together to massage out the glute. And then we'll reverse that circle. And then here, back to center, to the other side. If you let the weight of your body sink into the surface of the roller and massage the glute by circling the knees. Change the angle of your glute on the roller. Figure out where you need it. And you can do micro movements there when you find a spot that's particularly tight and tense. And then, of course, we do that circle in reverse as well. It's perfect. And then back to center. Balance it out, adjust the roller if you need to. And then we lift the legs up to the ceiling. The elbows go wide. Hold the roller in position. And let's go into our scissors. One leg forward, one leg back. And then let's switch the legs and slide through the air. You stretch. And then open the feet here, open the legs. Switch here. Stretch as far out as you can from your hip joint. It's great to feel the leg going down, get the stretch across the hip. And the leg coming up, get the stretch across the hamstring, or down the leg of the hamstring. This exercise works for everyone because you can always feel it when you get close to the end of your flexibility. You're going to feel the stretch you're looking for. And then let's bring it up to the center, both legs high, exhale, rotate, and pull the legs apart sideways to get that opening through the inner thighs. Exhale, close the inner thighs together to pull the heels up and tap your heels and then drag them apart. So as you pull the legs together, feel the weight of your legs go slow enough that you're really working against just finding momentum. And on the way down, work slowly, so you just try not to drop your legs into gravity. So pull it up, take your time. And then when you open, take it slowly down and apart. Lift again here. And open. And then we'll lift the legs once more here. Find center, and then leave the left leg up and take the right leg sideways, out and down. Exhale to drag it back up to the ceiling. Right leg is vertical, left leg moves sideways in an arc, out, down, and towards the ground. Exhale and pull it up. Feel the resistance of the air. And let's do that again. The right leg moving sideways, out and down, drawing an arc through the air as it comes down that side of the invisible rainbow, and then you pull it right back up. And now the right leg is vertical, the left leg moves. And then exhale to lift, strengthening the muscles you just stretched. And go to parallel legs. And we'll pull the left knee in and the right leg goes forward for bicycle. Try to touch your toes to the mat if that works for you. And then you pull the knee in tight to your chest and try to extend the lower leg up and back over your shoulder. So you're really working the pedals here on a bicycle that's too big for you, and keep reaching out into space, no matter whether the leg is going forward or back, to increase the stretch that you feel in the leg muscles and in the hip. And then you find a place where it works for you and reverse and back pedal. The foot slides forward, lifts up, kicks back, while the other one's reaching out across the ground and lifting at the end of that. And then you can bring both legs up. And now we'll fold the knees in and lower the feet down. Lift your hips up off the roller and rotate it so you're on a fresh spot here. And then we'll just slide the right leg forward and the right arm back, opening up the whole front line on the right side. And you want to breathe into that stretch. One more deep breath in. And then slowly pay it out. The arm moves forward, the leg pulls in, and let's do the left side, stretching that leg forward. And that arm back. Looks like there's a difference in the two sides. So when you do it on your own, of course, just stay longer in the side that's tighter. And with every exhale, think the muscles at the back of your body sink a little closer to the ground. Every inhale to find the length. And every exhale to melt, to descend towards the ground. And now both legs, both arms, if that works for you. You always bend your knees a little bit. Or a lot, depending on what you need. Just be sure it doesn't only feel great in the front of your body, it should also feel good in the back. One more deep breath in. And then exhale, sigh the air out. The arms come forward to hold the roller, and we bring the legs in. Feet still grounded. Push down through your feet, lift your hips, and the roller slides out onto the side. And here you can roll the spine down to the outer shoulder bridge. Okay? And then let's roll forward and up, sitting at the front of your mat. Extend the legs long. And just lift the arms up to the ceiling. Take a little upper back extension, the back of your hands. Palms forward and pounce over your legs. Take a big dive forward. Bring your hands down towards your ankles, towards your shins, towards your feet, whatever works, and pull the waistline back. So curve here on the mat. And then we can lift the arms. We can start to curl the tail up. So lift down your midline. We're doing a roll down here. Always use bare band around your feet. You're articulating your spine down with control, inch by inch by inch. Come down and stretch your body long. Reach out the fingertips, reach out to the center of each foot, right at the third metatarsal. So you're going to lift the arms, wait the shoulder blades, start to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Big exhale, come up, and try to resist like having too much speed in the movement. Slow it down to feel the work. And you dive over while the belly pulls back into the rounded spine. And then we can start to take it back. You can lift the arms or more load into your core. Try to work both sides equally, so be sure you feel the left side working as hard as the right and vice versa. We often just work harder through our stronger side, and that just increases the discrepancy there. And then we lift the arm blades, start to fall behind you towards your tail as you come up, up, up. The top of the head bleeds as you draw yourself forward and over. And you also contract with the breath lower. Now that would give you more control, but it also might give you a little bit more stretch into the lower back. And then reach the arms behind you. Let's do one more. You choose the arm position you like. That makes you work hard, or as hard as you want to work right before the holiday. Come up and dive forward. Bounce over your legs, dive the head low, shoulders still melting down your back. And we're going to bring it down just to your upper arm curl to move right into hundreds from here. Slow, slow, slow to the tip of the blades, and then fold the legs in, extend them up, extend the arms forward, and we pump. Inhaling and exhale. The edges of the feet press in tight. Also, maybe the knees, whatever doesn't touch, just try to reach it towards its opposite on the other leg. So keep pulling forward and up. Don't let yourself fall back down towards the top of the shoulders. And you breathe in completely, watch the belly expand. Breathe out completely and watch the navel and the rest of the belly draw in down to your center. Full breath in, full breath out. You get the head filling with helium, so you lift it and it floats forward towards your toes. Exhale, and then pull the belly down as tight as you can to the ground. Imprint your waistline. One more breath. And then we can fold the knees in and lay your head down and just turn your head easy from one side to the other. Giving yourself a little release in the neck. And then we'll reach with the band and place the center of the band on the right foot. From the ball of the foot and the beginning of the arch. And choke up on the band, extend the left leg forward and down. Just a couple of point and flexes through that right foot. You want the leg high enough so you really feel a big stretch in the back of your calf and maybe even in the hamstring. And of course, check up on the band for the support you need. We're going to end with a point and then pull your elbows a little closer towards your hips and start the circle. The leg goes across to the left. It goes low, externally rotate out to the side and pull it all the way up to the top. A nice even tempo. Start with your inhale. You exhale for most of the circle, 3/4 of the circle, so that you engage the abdominal line as you end with the exhale at the top of your movement. And the right side is heavy as the leg moves left, and then the left side will be heavy as the leg moves to the right. Go a little further out, away from your center, away from your hip, with every single circle that you draw in the air. And one more like that. Reach out, keep pushing out with the foot, keep pulling back with the elbows into the ground at your side. At the top, we pause, and then we reverse. So like externally rotates to go to the right, and then it swings down low, drag it across the other leg, pull it up high, lift to the ceiling, and then reach away with the left hip as the leg moves to the right. Anchor to the right side before that right leg goes left. Try to feel the stretch in the back of the leg as you lift it around to the top, and let's do that again. The band is so helpful because it lets us go a little bit deeper into the stretch and still be able to support the weight of your leg without rocking the pelvis. Let's do one last one here. There's a rotation of the leg on the socket. Let's bring it up and here, both ends of the band in the right hand. Pull the elbow down, rotate the leg externally, and then bring it out to the right. Left hand ensures that the left hip bone is grounded, and rock the leg here towards your shoulder and away. Breathing into that stretch. Now exhale, pull the leg all the way up. At the top, we switch hands. Left hand now holds both straps and take the leg out to the left. Pull it back towards your left shoulder. Reach out for your right sits bone. You can turn your head and look at the right hand as it extends. With that internal rotation of the right leg, you get more stretch into the glute. As you reach the heel, you get a little more stretch into the back of the leg. We'll unwind from the left shoulder to the waist to the right glute, lifting the leg in the air. Both hands high up on the band. Pull the toes down and the heel up as you pull the leg towards your chest. And then from here, fold it into your body, embrace it in, and hug it tight. The other leg stretches away from you, reach out to the center of that foot. And here, release the right leg and let it skate forward, slide on out. It's a little longer, it probably feels like it dropped about 2 inches deeper into the floor. So we're going to next pull the left leg in. And now we bend that foot. After, admiring the work we did on the right leg, we get to work on this one. So choke up on the band, slide your elbows forward and along by your waistline, down towards your hip, and lift the leg up. See if you feel a stretch while the leg drops deep into the hip joint. And we can point and flex the foot, rolling through the foot, heel ball toe, to toe ball heel. And then we end in a soft point, and we circle that left leg over to the right. Reach back through the glute to get a stretch laterally into the thigh, into the IT band area, and the glute medius. So reach, pivoting the forearm and the hand from that elbow point at your side. And as you go further out into space, you've got to pull back a little harder, a little deeper with the hip into the mat. Sometimes you might hear or feel like a little bit of like clunking of the femur into the socket. And usually that happens, I find, if number one, you're not reaching out far enough with the leg. So creating a little bit more space in the movement will help with that. But also really focusing on where do you internally rotate, where do you externally rotate. So it's a smooth movement at the hip joint and not just at the foot. Let's reverse. Out to the left, right side grounds, and then you push forward with that leg. You're pushing out into the balls of the feet, and you lift up and reach out here. You're pulling back with the hands, back with the elbows as you reach forward and out with your leg. We'll do one more circle and complete that. All the way around, up to the top, and then take both ends of the band in your left hand. Open the leg out to the left, the right side is grounded, it's heavy, and we rock that leg towards the shoulder and away. And then exhale to pull it up. So we stretch the inner thigh, then we work the inner thighs to a chance at the top. And here the left arm extends, the left leg reaches across and long for the wall. And when you've reached your sort of maximum there, we're going to rotate the leg internally to get more stretch diagonally into the glute. And of course, you can bend the knee a little bit and pull the leg back towards your armpit on that right side. Breathe into the stretch you want. And on the next exhale, unwind your body, shoulder to waist to glute to lift the leg up. Reach high on the band, lift through the heel, pull the leg back over your chest. And the other leg stretches forward and away. And then we can fold that knee into your body and the band comes off. Hug the knee in as tight as you can by that compression after the release and lengthening. And then we can slide that leg forward and down at your side. Shake it out. It's just extraordinary how it changes every single time. So here, let's pull your right knee in, hold on to the back of the thigh, lift the left leg up, and we rock forward and up to sitting for rolling like a ball. Do the front third of your mat, and you can bring your hands to your shins. A little easier, hands will be to your thighs. If you want, use the ball between your thighs here, or between your heels and your butt. Elbows go wide, and you curl the tail up to your balance point by your sacrum. Keep looking down into your belly, you lift the tail, roll just the shoulder blades. Exhale, forward to come back up. Make sure you have enough padding under you so you feel comfortable, and we roll again. And exhale to come forward. Taking it back here. Exhale forward to move through this. And if we're working equally on the right and left side of the body, you'll roll equally on the center of the mat. If not, if you find yourself steering to the left, make your left side work a little bit more. And of course, only do this if it feels comfortable for your spine. And then when we're up, we're moving into the ab series. So we'll pull the right leg in, right hand on the shin right above the ankle, left hand on the right shin right below the knee, and curl the tail up, start to roll back, and your left foot will flip off the ground and reach out long. So you go down slowly and then pull the leg in tight. Look down to the inside line of your leg, right at your midline. Inhale, switch, and exhale, switch again. Outside hand is always to the ankle. Inside hand comes across. And you push down with your leg, but you push up with your shin every time to feel more work into the arms and more work into the abs. One more set. Shoot the other leg out long, really reach the center of your foot. And then pull both knees in, one hand to each shin. Arms and legs lift, reach the fingers and toes, circle wide with the arms, embrace the legs in. And you yawn your body open to the sky like you're inside a hammock on a beautiful day. And then embrace, reach again, stretch, and then exhale, contract, you pull yourself into that ball, reach longer every time, and then pull it a little bit tighter one more time. Yawn this open, and exhale, pull it back. Now rest your head down, rest your toes down, and turn your head from side to side. As your head goes to one side, press the opposite shoulder blade into the ground. One more set here. And now pull both knees into your chest, hands to the back of your thighs. Lift the legs up to the ceiling and then walk both hands up to your right calf. Pull yourself up into your upper curl and the left leg reaches forward and down. So we hold this upper curl position so you can switch the legs. And switch again. So inhale for one leg to move and exhale when it reverses direction. Use your hands to pull yourself up and try to hold that feeling of work in the low and mid abdominals. Of course, if it's too much for your neck, take a ball behind your shoulders, behind your head and neck, and just find a little bit of the upper curl that you can maintain while you do the exercise. One last set. The feet drawing beautiful arcs in the air. Left leg is up, hands behind the head as you pull the right leg up to it. And squeeze the legs in. We're going to stretch the legs forward a bit. Be sure your abs can support the weight of your legs without arching the spine, and then you exhale and pull the legs up high. You pull your head up and you try to bend right below the chest wall. Reach out here, exhale, and lift, take your time. It's okay to only move an inch or two if that's truly what your range of motion should be. The most important thing is working hard without hurting yourself, right? So we don't want to go to the floor unless you've been doing this forever and are truly attuned to your body and know that's not going to hurt your back. But doing it correctly will strengthen it, which is amazing. So one more time, let your toes stretch out away from center and then lift them back up. And here we twist to the right. Right knee in and twist to the left with the left knee pulling in. Come up and forward, let that twist and lift combined. So we work into the oblique abdominals here, trying to keep the hips grounded and the legs actively stretching in and out. This looks great, good work. And here to your left for the last time, pull back to center and you rest it down. And here we're very happy to take the arms back and the legs forward and just stretch out that front line of your body. Take a deep breath in, lengthen, walk your heels a little bit more forward away from your hips, and exhale, just pull the belly deep. All right, so now we're taking the arms, lifting them up, weight into your shoulder blades, rolling up. For spine stretch, as we come up, we can open the legs, hip width, and bring the arms up to the ceiling for the more advanced version. So elevate your hips if you want to. Sit high on your yoga ball. We're going to start with an inhale, lifting the chest, arms reach back, the upper body moves back into extension. The lower part of the torso is vertical. Turn the palms forward, look down, and reach out from the top of your head, the arms by your ears as you come up, over, and down. Belly sucks back into your spine. Curve your body, try to touch your legs or the ground. And then start to zip your back up that imaginary wall, coming all the way up. Wall goes just to the tip of the blades, and then waterfall backwards over it, rest the blades on top of the wall. And then we're forward again, palms forward, look down. You look down the wall and along the floor in to the space between your knees, and then dive your head down. Suck the waist up. And push down through your heels, through your sits bones as you rise. Picture your tailbone dropping and going straight to the center of the earth. You come up and back and backwards here with the upper thoracic spine. And then we're forward, exhale everything out of your lungs. Push the air out, pull the belly deep, dive forward. And now we press with the legs and step coming all the way upright again. High. And last time forward, exhale. All right, and then we slide the feet in, edging the feet connect, and we'll take the hands to the top of the ankles here, curl the tail up, pull the waist back, and your feet are off the ground. Open leg balance, right leg goes up, your hand slides a little outside to the outside of the calf, and then exhale, pull it back in, and now the left, reach it up, and then pull it back down, right again. So let's see if we can work for a hamstring stretch. If you're not getting it already, maybe pull the leg a little bit higher and close to your body and see how that may affect your balance. Good, now both legs. They go up, it's a narrow V, and then pull that back down. And we lift again. And bring the heels down. Next time we lift, if you're a rolling person, you'll roll. So we lift the legs, hold them up in the air. If you're not, you can do like a micro movement, back and forth, just to work into those little abs. But if you're going for the full thing, lift down, curl the tail up, balance on your shoulder blades, exhale, come forward, catch yourself before the feet hit the ground, right? And we do that again. Try to keep the curve in your spine as you roll. Foot in the air, head off the floor. Hair can touch the mat, but not the skull. Right, one more time. And forward and up. And then let's bend the knees down, close the legs together, and we'll grab the band so we can do corkscrew with the fair band here. So work your spine down into the ground. Take your time, work into the abdominal line. And once we're all the way down, we'll fold the legs in and place the band around both feet. The feet lift up. You wrap your hands around the band and pull the elbows down by your waist. Soft point with the balls of the feet. And we do circles here. Let's start small and draw a circle about the size of, I don't know, a grapefruit, right? And then come to the top. And then go in the other direction. Trying to hold the hips pretty steady, but feeling the shift in weight around your sacrum, around the SI joints. And let's do another set like that. And then move from left to right. Complete that circle. Now we are going to go a little bit bigger and see if we can tip the hips, tip the pelvis, and keep control. So super slow. Bring your legs to the right, lift the left hip. Go a little bit forward without going so far that your back arches. Roll around the base of the sacrum. Come over to the left and push down through the right side of your body. Come back up to the top. And now we reverse. Going over. So the hips are now moving, right? You can feel that they're going over to one side, tipping the pelvis to bring the legs around in a bigger curve. Come up to the top. So feel the stretch here. And we reverse each time. So the left leg gets heavy as the legs go to the right. Down through the arm, not the hips. And just breathe through this. See what your range is. Be careful about not taking the legs too low as you come around to that lower curve. And let's do one more set. First to the right. As you warm up, you might be able to make the circles a little larger. You might also start to tire and need to make the circles a little smaller, so figure out what you want. Or maybe what you need is more accurate. Come back to center, that's good, and then fold the knees in, bend to the side, hug the knees for a sec, just in case you misjudged a little bit, that'll feel particularly good. And then we can roll forward and up. Okay, for some salt. So you can elevate your hips if that's right for you. And we can take the legs out a little bit and slight external rotation. And let's bring the arms out slightly in front of your chest. We'll rotate to the right and then dive over the back arm, palms up, and arm reaches on a diagonal behind you. You're going to dive forward on the diagonal over your right leg. And lift, pull up, center here, and now twist your left. The head goes forward to guide the spine in this beautiful arc, reaching over and down. Lift, pull up. Sit as tall as you can. You're at your highest point at the midline of that rotation. And then look down and dive and get your ear coming down to the outside of the knee. And then rising here, sit upright, and again, twist, dive, and reach. Opposite hip sinks deeper into the ground. Come up, center, and the arms lower. We close the legs, flip over onto your stomach to do swan with the roller. Okay, the legs can be a little bit apart. Traditionally, they're together, but sometimes that can be a lot to go back. So you choose, and then we extend the arms forward. The roller's halfway down between your wrist and your elbow. Ears between arms, faces off the ground. So first, pull the blades down your back, propel the head and heart forward, bring your gaze up, 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 lifting your chest and feeling the stretch in the abdominal line. You're really pressing down through the pubic bone, and then you release down to your navel, keep looking up, down to your waist, to the ribs, to the chest, and then finally look down and slightly forward as you push the roller away. Now pull the blades back and in, propel the body forward and up. As you push down into the ground through the roller, you feel a little bit more lift and a little more stretch through the chest and the heart. Try to pull the blades together and down towards your tailbone to lift your heart a little higher. And keep looking up on the way down, because we're zipping in from the lowest part of your body to the top. And let's do that one more time. The collarbones widen so the blades move back and in. Come forward and up so the chest gets broader and higher. And your blades drop down together so you're working the upper back. And then release it down so the back is still working to take you down 1 inch at a time. It's like there's a roller on your back from your sacrum coming up your back until you're flat as a pancake all the way to your chest. And now here, we're just going to move the scapula on your back. So pull the blades down so the roller moves towards you and then push it away. So you feel that stretch in your lat and the armpit, right? And then pull the collarbones wide so the blades fall back. And then let the arms lift the blades towards your ears. Head still floating off the ground. Blades down, blades forward. One more time. It's a lat pull and then a lat stretch. And then just push the roller aside. Satisfy your chest and push up. And sit back in your child's pose if that works for your knees. And then we'll stack the spine coming up. And here, let's lay on your side. For a little bit of side kicks. So you can prop yourself up on your elbow, or you can extend the arm out if that's better for your neck and lay your head on your arm. Try to reach long through your top leg so your feet are stacked and your hand is propped right up in front of the chest. Spread it open and push the ground down so you feel some connection into the rib cage muscles here at the top of your body, while you pull the bottom elbow in to feel the connection to the rib cage muscles underneath you. Everyone feel that? Yep. And then we pick the top leg up, keeping the foot flexed. Inhale, look forward as you pull the leg forward and pulse once, twice. Pull the stretch in the back of the leg. Point the foot, take it back and reach and go back 1, 2, working into your glute. Flex to bring it forward, double pulse. Point to take it back and reach a little further out to the center of the foot. Flex forward here, a sharp crease at the hip, stick your tail up and out behind you like that happy dog we all love, and then point, take it back, press back here, open the hip, and press the bottom leg into the ground. We come back to center and lower the leg, and then let's lift it up hip height, no higher, and rotate internally from the hip joint and externally from the hip joint. You're rotating the femur, the thigh bone, on the socket to turn the knee down and the toes down, and then the knee and the toes up. Yes, very good. Bottom leg is still pressing into the ground and the arms are active here. And in an external rotation, lower heel to heel, point the foot and we bring the leg up in the air, flex the foot and kiss the heels together. So you pull the air apart between your legs and then you squash it down. Point to lift, flex and lengthen to lower. Now reversing, it's a flex to go up and a point to go down. You'll look good. Remember, we're trying not to bring the butt back in order to take the leg higher. One more time. And reach it down. So développé. Bend your knee. The knee goes up to the ceiling. Pull the knee towards your shoulder. Extend the foot up. Flex at the ankle and push the heel down. Heels connect and then you point and slide. Knee to the shoulder. Lift the leg. Flex and reach out. Connect. One more. Pull. Extend, flex and down, lengthen. Now we reverse, keep the flex foot up in the air, point the foot and bend the knee. The toes touch the bottom leg, you skate it down, see how far you can go, flex to end and lift, point and bend, and drive it forward here. Flex to go up, point and bend, and sweep it on down. All right, lift the leg hip height, small circles, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then reverse for another 8. And go long through the center of the foot, lower that down. Okay, bigger challenge, rond de jambe, the big circles. So really find your connections into the ground before you even start. Everything touching should be pressing the floor. And then we bring the top leg forward, rotate it externally, up, back, stretch out with your head away from your hips, bring that leg in and we circle again. So you're trying to hold the body stable against this movement and length of your leg, stretching the foot away to open up the hip socket itself. The joint creates a little more space there and one more circle. Bottom leg presses down. That helps hold you steady on your sideline. And then when we complete the circle, we reverse. Take it back, use your glute, rotate externally up, start to rotate internally, so the leg comes back and over the other leg in parallel. Spin it here, circumduction at the hip is what they call that rotation of the femur on the joint surface. And one more time. Beautiful. All right, so onto your stomachs here for a little grasshopper. So overlap the hands, rest your forehead on your hands, or an option would be to take your palms up under your hip press. So legs and turn out, let's lift the legs from the thighs and start to open and close, clapping the legs together and apart, breathing fully, completely. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And try to lift the legs so the thighs touch the ground, but try to have the knees off. And then let's lower the legs. Another child's pose. Off. Sit back. Stretch your back. Drop your forehead. Breathe into your low back wherever it might feel tight. And then we stack this one bottom to top, and we're doing the other side. Okay, so the tail is back, the legs are long, and you pick up the top leg here, flexing at the ankle, and connect, really find the length through your body to help you stabilize. Pull the right leg forward or left, depending on which way you started, double pulse, point, take it back, and reach back. The top leg swings back while you hold the body still. Flexing the foot, drive the leg forward, try to feel a stretch in the back of the leg by reaching out through the heel and back to the sits bone. And then you push the leg back, use the glute to open the hip in the front of your body here. Flex to go forward again, look straight ahead, eyes as far away as possible to help your balance, and reach back, push and push again. Come back to center and lower the leg, rotate externally, and point to lift it up and flex to bring it on down. Point to go up, flex and lengthen down, draw the legs apart, flex and squeeze them together. We'll do one more like that. Point, lift, flex, close, and now reverse. Keep the flex, go up. Point the foot and reach it away. Neck is nice and long here. Flex and lengthen to the point on the way down. Two more. Reach out for the stretch up into your waistline. And last one. And now développé. So you bend the knee, you slide the foot in, the knee to the shoulder, extend the leg up, flex, and reach out and down. So pull here. Lift, flex, and close. One more time. And press down and do it again. Oh, sorry, reverse, that's what I meant. So up, point the foot. Yeah, do it again, but reverse it. Lift, point, bend, all the way down, stretch out long, lift here. And we'll do one last one. And all the way down. Good. Leg up, hip height, small circles here, circling 1, 2, 3, 4, nice and buoyant, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reversing. We try to bring the leg back as much as you're bringing it forward. You're working into the back line of the leg as well as the front. And then we lower the leg down, stretch the head in one direction, the feet in the other. And now big circles, rond de jambe. Really press into your arm and pull the bottom elbow towards the armpit. We bring the top leg forward, rotate up, around, back, and through center. And do that again. Reach out long from your hip. Soft point to the feet. You don't want to cramp your foot here. One more in this direction. And then reverse it. Take it back. Rotate here, around and through center, and then do it again. Take it back, reach around and then down. And one more time. Okay. And then here, let's just lay on your back for a sec. Maybe lift your head, be sure that you're aligned. Nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone. And now pull both these into your chest. Hug them in tight. And then release them forward and just do some little knee stirs, circling the knees towards each other in a way to release the hips even a little bit more and massage and relax the low back. And then we'll reverse the circles. All right, one last hug. And then we roll up to sitting and we're done for today. Hooray for every one of us. Good work.